Hey guys, Lord here, back again with another action figure review. Today we'll be taking a look at the Spawn Rat City Deviant Spawn, brought to us by the fine folks over at McFarlane Toys, who are going to remain fine folks for this video, because I gotta tell you, a lot of you guys don't appreciate yourself some Spawn. I understand why to a point, but a good figure's a good figure, and I think this is a good figure. Is it great? I don't know about that. Is it perfect? Absolutely not, but I think it's really good. For what it's worth, I think they could have done way worse. So, with that being said, why don't we cut right to the chase and get to the meat and taters of this review and take a look-see at all the Deviant Spawn's accessories, starting off with this collectible trading card. And if you're familiar with like the concept of Spider-Man 2099, that's kind of what this guy is. He's like a really distant future version of Spawn. Definitely not Al Simmons. Loses his legs in the military. Gets some robotic ones instead. But as far as his actual accessories go, he's got the Geo-Force blast effects in green. So there you go. They kind of look like Coom Blasts, but way too small to fit on your boys. Either way, we also have a pair of alt hands. He's got a claw hand and a trigger hand, which... Can one of these fit on here? Because the finger's too spread out. That one doesn't want to fit. I know these aren't made for this hand, but it would be nice to fit it over it. Until I find him a gun. Oh, yeah, I could fit this one on here. That's what she said. So you can do that. Because the only gun I have that really fits this guy is this one. But the handle's too thin. Like, the grip is not nearly as tight as it should be. And you only get the one grip hand. This is an open hand. And if you notice, they do have the hinges built into the hand. So that's kind of nice. So I will probably display him with the trigger hand, but chances are I will just put the green flames on him and wait until I get a gun with a thick enough handle to give to him. But take a closer look. Actually, before we do that, this guy is part of the McFarlane Toys 30th Anniversary Collection, and his wave mate is this big chunky monkey here. This is Mecha Spawn, or Mech Spawn, or Transformers Age of Extinction Spawn, because that's what it looks like to me. But there you go. He's a big, like, roly-poly looking Spawn, if I ever saw one. He's a little short for a mech, but maybe he's just a robot, so he's supposed to be that short. I don't know, but moving him out of the way. Now we can take a closer look at the Deviant Spawn, who does come with a display stand, which you might want to use because his feet looks like that cartoon collection Hordak from the Masters of the Universe line we looked at a few weeks ago. They're kind of sloped. I'm debating on heating these up, trying to flatten them out a bit, if that will even work, because you could see he does have a lean to him. And I feel like if the feet were flat and flush on the ground, that would be a little better. He's got very sloped feet. But other than that, he's stable enough, I guess. Mine doesn't topple over all the time, but be careful with it. Don't want him to take a shelf dive. Looks very cool, though. I like the design of this Spawn. I like the anatomy, proportions. He's got really broad shoulders, a really broad chest, pinched in waist. He almost has like a Batman Beyond belt with these little cylinder pieces on him. He's got robot legs. He's got some I don't know, Norwegian black metal style gauntlets. He's got this spiked pauldron here, and I think he's got a skull, like a cyber skull here. And he's got this very Ezreal looking cape. Kind of sticks up. This piece actually can unplug, so if you want to put him in the back, you can of a shelf. And at least this piece comes out on mine. I can literally just take it out, pop it down. I just gotta pop the wires down with it, but I'll leave it in there like this for now, because it does look pretty cool like that. It does have a wire in it. It's a taffeta cape like the Batman's, but as you can see, it's clearly not too long because it doesn't even go to his ankles. So it's a very short Spawn cape, but it's something different, you know? Different is good sometimes. But either way, as far as articulation on this guy goes, his head is on a double ball peg. It will look side to side. It can look up and down a little bit and tilt side to side. Shoulders are on disc hinges. They pop out. They go back down. They rotate around. He's got that beautiful butterfly, so you can shift them around. Even better portions that way. He's got a bicep twist. He's got a single elbow, which kind of sucks. He's got relatively thin arms. You'd think he'd have double, but he does have rotation. He's got swivel hinge wrists, and just to demonstrate, the hands pop out pretty easily on this guy, so you don't have to worry about fussing anything. Here, I think the trigger hand is actually a little tighter, but it could just be mine. As far as the torso goes, it's not the tightest thing ever, but it's not the loosest. It's not flopping all over the place. He can lean back this far. He can lean forward this far. He can tilt side to side and rotate. But it's not like floppy loose. He did feel kind of oily taking him out of the package, so I'm assuming he's got some lubricant or something in there, which I could probably always heat him up, go in there with a Q-tip that's kind of wet and clean that out, and it might stiffen up a bit. I think the Adam West Batman from DC Multiverse was like that. Some of the Supermans I've gotten on the Crisis body felt like that. That Fleischer Superman. I haven't done a review of that yet, but he felt kind of like that. So did that Tempest character from Young Justice, but either way, or Titans, whatever it is. Either way, he's got a ball joint in the waist that does lean back and forth. It does tilt side to side too, so you get decent range out of both the waist and the torso on this guy. So for what he lacks in articulation, he actually does get decent range. Otherwise, hips will kick out to the side, not very far, back down, forward and back. Does have a thigh swivel, for what it's worth. He does have a single knee. This knee's kind of loose on mine. It's not floppy. It stays in place. But this one is a little bit better. And I think over time, just having him standing there, those will stiffen up. And then he does have just disc hinge ankles, which I'm okay with. I'm not a fan of the sculpted ball joints myself. He does have an ankle rocker and then peg holes at the bottom of the feet, which again, you might want to use the stand. Might. My guy is going to be leaning against the back, so I don't need it, but I know that's not going to be the case for everybody. But I like this figure. I think he's pretty cool. I think he's a bit of an unsung hero because Spawn's kind of a joke nowadays. It's not really what it was back in the day, but you know, it is what it is. You can't compete with Batman, Spider-Man, and Ninja Turtles, I'm afraid. So it is what it is. But standing him up here, before we wrap this sucker up, let me bring in our two regulars while I got this guy standing, because again, it's not the most stable thing ever. Got our Mythic Legion's brother Mandibulith. There. And the infamous Spawn, who is not towering over everyone today because this Deviant Spawn's pretty... Actually, he's about the same height. He's not too much bigger. I thought he was a lot bigger, but nope. He's around the same height. So maybe I didn't need to zoom the camera out that much. Joke's on me, I guess. So, with that being said, it's time now that we wrap things up with some final thoughts. overall, I'm going to stand by my previous statements in saying that despite its shortcomings, I have to say I am quite fond of good old Deviant Spawn from ye old Rat City here, despite the fact that, yeah, Spawn is kind of taking a back seat to the DC multiverse as of late, and will most likely take a back seat to those 4 green bastards once McFarlane starts pumping those out. But for what it's worth, some Spawn figures are better than no Spawn figures at all, and at the end of the day, the less Spawn stuff they make, the more money I save. So I guess it's a win-win, kinda, sorta. So with that being said, hope you guys enjoyed this review. Until next time, catch you guys later.